boys, welcome to a new week. May it be a wonderful week for you all. That word, wonderful, has me wondering. Not wondering so much. Can you tell the difference? Wondering with an O is when you're thinking something in your head. You are looking for an answer to a question that you might have. This word, wondering, with an A, is when you wander about, when you move about. We haven't been doing an awful lot of that lately, have we? First I thought of Alice in Wonderland. I hope you've all read that book. It's full of lots of things that make you really wonder. Like this quote here, it's really quite wonderful. I can't go back to yesterday because I was a different person. With every day that passes, we grow and change. We do things, we learn things, we realize things, we find answers to things we are wondering about. We can never go back to thinking like we did yesterday. Sometimes it's just a little change, but sometimes they are big life-changing changes. For example, I remember when I was a lot younger, like about your age, I used to think that the earth was a ball, which it is. But I thought we were all on the inside of the ball, not on the outside of the ball. So something like that, whereas really we're all on the outside of the ball. From the day that I learned the truth, I could never think of the world like I had before. Now it's been 8 weeks since I last saw each of you. And each of you is going to be very different, virtually grown up. And that's when I started to think about the Egyptian geese I told you about in my last assembly. Remember, I told you that 6 newly born goslings were stuck in the pool and no one was helping them. Remember, Paul and I became detectives and tracked down someone who could help, and they did. Well, those 6 geese are still there, but they're very different now to how they were 5 weeks ago. They have virtually grown up as we've watched them from our window. We watched how at first their mom was always right with them, but then she started to give them a little more and more room to wander off by themselves. We watched as their dad, the gander, was always close by, usually up on the roof of the pool gazebo, watching out for danger. Then he started to go off for short times, then longer times. We watched as the goslings wandered further from their parents, going off to swim in different pools. This morning, they're all still there together, but the goslings are a lot more independent. And that brought my thoughts back to each of you. You are all different today because of the experiences you had yesterday and virtually grown up. Along with being grown up comes independence. Independence is one of our Pridwin values. Just as the geese became more independent, I can assure you that you are all much more independent than you were before. And you must strive to become even more independent, especially as you complete your online learning tasks. You must motivate yourself to get started and finished. You must organize your workspace and get everything you need. You must do that yourself. You must check that you are connected and that your iPad is charged. You must look at the daily overview to plan your day. You must chase your parents away and have a go on your own. You must check your work and look for mistakes. You must ask your mom and dad for help when you're stuck, but only once you've had a go yourself. You must reflect on the day and tell your teacher where you're struggling. and you must do it all again the next day with grit and with pride. One day, Alice came to a fork in the road, and she saw a Cheshire cat in a tree. "Which road do I take?" she asked. "Where do you want to go?" was his response. "I don't know," Alice answered. "Then," said the cat, "it doesn't matter." So what does that mean? If you don't know where you want to go, then it doesn't matter which path you take. But being Pridwin boys, we know where we're going. We're off to make a difference in the world. And to make a difference in the world, we need to be independent. So if we know where we're going, then it matters which path we take. We need to take the path towards independence. And by doing those things I told you, that will take you down the path of independence. Let us pray. Lord, help me not to expect others to do for me what I can do for myself. Help me not to expect others to give me what I can earn for myself. Help me not to expect others to tell me what I can look up for myself. Help me to stand on my own 2 feet and grow into a responsible, disciplined, independent boy. Amen. Right. A lot of you, in fact, all of you have been working really hard since you came back to school. Well, school in your homes anyway. And your teachers have been keeping an eye out to see who they feel deserves very special recognition this week. And these are the following boys. From Bedivere, we have Yassine Pierre for his creative architectural design of a shark building, to Luatile Vilakazi for his diligence and high standard of work, to Gabriel Putziger and Matt Dimitri Kark for their great work in Afrikaans. In Galahad, to Aurel Santos for working hard at his online learning, to Rafe Wilson for his absolutely incredible handwriting, to Thomas Boygoin for embracing his online learning and always giving of his personal best, to Akil Ganda for commitment to handwriting, to Imran Kader for his creative architectural design of a golden tsunami building, to Lahakwe Relabitso for completing his literacy activities with care, and to William Jewell for his magical, neat work that he uploads daily. And in Lancelot, to Samuel Mtini for his excellent letter formation, to Rehan Essay for his enthusiastic approach to our online learning, to Azande Kupiso for his excellent architectural drawings. You are truly talented. To Zayan Bodinya for his diligence and perseverance in his digital learning, to Benjamin Curtin for his excellent effort and submission of all his online tasks, to Max van Tonda for his marvelous participation during the live sessions, and to Molemi Monene for excellence in Afrikaans. In Tristram, to Ranto Randri Amalala for learning so much of his work during our unit on buildings and houses and sharing it with his teacher so well. To Mahapi Natsera for taking the time to complete his work beautifully and to the best of his ability. To Itumaleng Mafoko for his diligence and interest in his digital learning. To Benjamin de Camara for an easygoing disposition and willingness to help at the drop of a hat. To Zaman Teba for his incredible storyboard when summarizing a story. To Maloke Siopela for his wonderful interaction during our numeracy online lesson. And to Aka Jangara for his excellence in Afrikaans. Well done to all those boys. Let me and all your friends around watching this assembly give you a jolly big clap. Well done. That brings us to the end of our assembly, boys. Go well into class today. Sounds strange saying that, but you are still in class. Sometimes with your teachers and sometimes by yourself doing your work. Wishing you all a wonderful day and a very happy and successful week. May you all work independently through it. Bye.